Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be part 2 to my big Beatles update. These are going to be the LPs that I've acquired for the previous 5 months or so. And if you haven't watched the first video, part 1 to this Beatles update is all the 45s, picture sleeves that I've got from the past 5 months. But before I go on to the LPs, I got a couple of CDs that I picked up at a record store recently for pretty cheap. So let's show them. First up, we got Brainwashed from George Harrison from 2002. There's the back. And there's the CD. Comes with the booklet on the inside. I would like to get a original LP on vinyl someday, but I haven't come across that one quite yet, so at least I have the CD of it right now. And we got another one from 1993. This is Paul McCartney's Off the Ground CD. As you can see, I got both of these used, so they weren't too much. And here's the CD. It also comes with a booklet. Let's see, get this out real quick. Well, booklet's not cooperating right now, so I'm going to leave it in there. And the last CD is actually a CD single from Paul McCartney's Driving Rain album. It's From a Lover to a Friend, still sealed with the hype sticker there. I want to keep it sealed, but I believe this is from 2001. It is, so has a couple other remixes of that song. And before I go into the LPs, I got one more thing of kind of memorabilia type thing, and it's got John Lennon's Number 9 Dream music sheet on the back here, song sheet. So I'll add this, I'll just kind of stick this into my Walls and Bridges album. And I thought this was a nice, cool addition I found at the record store for like a couple dollars, so I thought it was pretty cool. And now we're on to the LPs. So we're going to try to go from early Beatles all the way up to some solo stuff, kind of in somewhat of an order. And first up we got Please Please Me. This is on the white and gold Odeon label. And this is a German record that was exported to U.S. and Great Britain soldiers stationed in Germany, I believe. And it's in stereo, released in 1964. There's the back. Comes with the inner sleeve there. And I did have this one already, but this one was in better shape. And the other one that I had, I got for like $5. So I'm going to try to sell that one and keep that one as an upgrade. Next up we got the Songs, Pictures, and Stories of the Fabulous Beatles on VJ. Now I have this copy already, but this one is on a little bit different label than I have. It's on the silver and black label, which I don't have. And it was a pretty nice find. It's got a pretty big seam split on the top here, but it's an original one, not a counterfeit of any kind. And for those who don't know how to tell a counterfeit from an original one, a quick way to know is that the original one has the gatefold and the reissues do not. And in terms of the record, if the Beatles name is above the spindle hole, it's real, and if it's below the spindle hole, it's most likely a counterfeit. So this is kind of a quick way of telling. And that also goes for the introducing the Beatles records as well. So we get back in the sleeve here. Alright, so next we got another VJ record. This is their interview, Hear the Beatles Tell All. There's the VJ label. And this is what the back looks like. Be nice to have that one. Portrait cover is really expensive and really hard to find. And next up we got a original Capitol pressing of Beatles' second album, and what makes this nice is that it is in the shrink wrap. It's in a very nice shape, and this is a Pitman pressing, and I believe this is the rarest variation in terms of label variation, and I'll explain that after I show you the labels here. It has certain songs have the time listing, and other songs don't. Let's see if I can find it here real quick. Yeah, so I Call Your Name does not have the time listed on here, and this is a Pitman pressing because in the dead wax it has 54 in the dead wax area. So it was very cool to find that, especially in the shrink wrap. It makes it a lot nicer and a lot more special. Put it back in the sleeve here. See if I have any more notes. So I think what makes it a rarer label is that it doesn't have the time on I Call Your Name, but it does have the time on Long Tall Sally. So that's what kind of makes it the rarer variation on the label. Alright, next up we got Help, the US version. This is from 1965. And this is a kind of a weird pressing. This is an Los Angeles pressing, but it has East Coast labels on it. So in the dead wax it has the 6-pointed star, but the label, it looks like an East Coast label, which is kind of weird, but it is official as far as my research. And for those who haven't seen the gatefold, here's what it looks like. And overall not in bad shape either. Alright, so from another US pressing to another one, we got Revolver from 1966. This is also a Pitman pressing on the Capitol label here. Nothing too special about this one. Alright, next up we got Sgt. Pepper. This one is from 1978, and this is going to be on the purple Capitol label. And the inner sleeve that came with it kind of looks Sgt. Peppery, I would say, kind of like Paul's suit, but the number, or serial kind of number, I think comes from an ABBA album, which was kind of funny. But it goes with the album well, I think. But anyway, here's the label. Always happy to find another different copy of Sgt. Pepper. I don't think it came, oh, it did come with the cutouts. Alright, so this one I was really excited to get. Been looking for one for a while, but been trying to find a good price for it, and I think I did. So this is an original UK pressing of the White Album. But what makes this special, it is in mono. And I listened to it, and it does have some interesting differences between the stereo and the mono. For Helter Skelter, it doesn't have like the fade back in, and Ringo doesn't say I've got blisters on my fingers. And Piggy's has some different pig noises, which Kind of seemed odd to go with the song when you're used to hearing it in stereo for a while. And the number I got is 624,427. The record itself is not in the best shape. It plays all the way through, but it's got some surface noise. But for the price I got it, I think it was a fair price. It has the posters, or it has the portraits in the poster, but no black inner sleeves, unfortunately. Very excited to get that. Okay, so next up, we got 20 greatest hits of the Beatles. Released in 1982. Crammed 20 Beatles songs onto one record, which is kind of crazy. And comes with the original inner sleeve here. And there's the label here. And the second side. And I believe this is a pressing. Yeah, it has a misprint on the label itself. On yesterday, it has it listed as 1 minute 4 seconds when I think it's supposed to be 2 minutes 4 seconds long. So that's a indication of a first pressing, I believe. It's also pressed at the Jacksonville plant. Alright, I think we got 2 more Beatles records, and then we go on to the solo. And next we got the Beatles live at the Star Club in Hamburg, 1962. This is a U.S. pressing from 1977. Here's what the back looks like. And the gatefold looks like that. And the record label itself looks like that. And both look the same. Haven't really been able to add this one to the collection quite yet, but I found this for a nice price. Kind of beat up, but maybe I'll try to find a German copy, German pressing of it soon, if the price comes up. And the last Beatles record I got here is the Beatles Rarities. Now, I already have this one in my collection, but this one is a true first pressing. And the way you can tell is that on Helter Skelter, the little blurb about it, it says, the classic Lennon statement, "I've got blisters on my fingers," instead of Ringo. And on the bottom left corner, it doesn't have credit to George Martin on it. So that's kind of an easy way to tell that is a first pressing. Here's the gatefold. Of course, got the Butcher photo in there. Comes with the original inner sleeve here. And it comes on the throwback capital label. So I'm happy to find a first pressing. This is also a Winchester pressing as well. The inner sleeve doesn't want to cooperate right now. There we go. Alrighty, so next up we're going to go to some solo Beatles albums. We're going to start off with Paul McCartney next. If I can get this in here. Here we go. Alright, yeah, we got all the rest are Paul McCartney albums, and since I wasn't able to make a video for Record Store Day, I did pick up the McCartney reissue here, the Half Speed Master. And there's the back. I'm sure everyone saw all the insides, but I'm going to show you the label here. It comes with a kind of a thick paper sleeve here. There's the new label, the 2020 label. So that was McCartney 1, and I think the best record to follow up McCartney 1 is McCartney 2. picked up an original one from 1980. There's the back. And I did pre-order a McCartney 3. I got the one on clear vinyl. It was like a Spotify exclusive. I think pressed only 3,000, so pretty happy to find one of those. I'll probably just stick with the one variation. When it comes to solo stuff, I tend to just try to get one of whatever comes new, and not really get all the versions of it. That's just kind of too expensive for me at the moment. But if it was a Beatles record that came out with all the variations, I would probably try my best to get all the variations that I could, because I'm primarily a Beatles collector. I wouldn't say I'm quite there yet with all the solo stuff, because that's a lot. Okay, so next up we got a couple of archive collections. The record store had a 30% off day, and I decided to pick up Venus and Mars on the archive collection. And I kept it in the shrink, so there's the inner sleeves here. I'll just show you one of the record labels here. Comes with all the posters and stickers and everything. And the other label is the exact same, except for I believe it's yellow on one side and red on the other side. So that brings us to my last Beatles find, which is another archive collection, but this one is Pipes LPs. There's a Barnes & Noble's exclusive one that comes with a bonus 7-inch, but at my record store I didn't have that version, so this doesn't have the extra 7-inch, but again it was 30% off, and you can't complain about that. So here's what the inner sleeves look like. Again, I kept it in the shrink as well, so if you want to find the gatefold, I'm sure there's a lot of pictures out there. And there's the other inner sleeve. And that will about do it for me. So I hope you enjoyed this album Beatles update. It's fun going through all the stuff that I've acquired from the past 5 months. Didn't really seem that long, but going through it was pretty nice to see everything go back through it. So thanks for watching, and see you later.